love you, I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine.
Hi, I'm Kevin and welcome back to the Rideshare Buddy UK website, YouTube channel. And today I'm going to look at what it actually means with the Uber minimum income guarantee. Now in the UK, as an Uber driver, you are classed as a worker, and that means you're covered by national minimum wage. That's what a worker does. Workers get national minimum wage, they get holiday pay, and they get a stakeholder pension, which the employer or Uber will also contribute into. As a worker, you don't get anything like paternity pay, maternity pay, you don't get sickness pay. So it's always worth insuring yourself against those items. But as a worker, you get national minimum wage guaranteed, you get your holiday pay, paid holiday, and pension. So how does national minimum wage work, or national living wage work with Uber? And this is what I'm going to do today. Firstly, you've got to remember that this is not worked out on a per job basis. So if you get held up in traffic on a short job, the minimum income guarantee will not apply. It applies for the number of hours and the amount of earnings you do over an entire week. So from, say, Monday through till Sunday, it's all averaged. If you don't make national minimum wage of £10, I think £10.42 an hour, I think it is now. If you're not earning that during your engaged time, then Uber will top it up the following week, and you'll see it in your income, in your statement as living wage guarantee. So what timing is actually covered on this minimum wage guarantee? It's your engaged time, not your online time, not your waiting time, but your engaged time. And your engaged time starts the moment you accept a job and finishes after you finish the job. So the running time to your job is also included in your engaged time. So over the week, that timing is all added up. It's done on the app, or Uber does it automatically. I'm sure there's a place on the app where you can actually find this. It's all added up, and that's your working week. Your working week is your engaged time. Right, so to work out your hourly rate, and if a top up is needed, Uber has to add up all those fares and then subtract some expenses to give a net amount. Now, the expenses that Uber will subtract is congestion charge and ULEZ charge and stuff like that, and the running costs of your vehicle and fuel, which is set at the HMRC simplified vehicle allowance rates. So it doesn't matter how much you're paying out on your car. You could own your car, not pay anything out. You could be renting your car. None of that is taken into account. It's a HMRC simplified car allowance rate. Now, for the first 10,000 miles of a year, that rate is 45p per mile. And after that, it drops down to 25p per mile. So you might get minimum wage top up at the early start of the year where those expenses are higher, and then as the expenses drops, you might not be eligible because you don't have as many expenses. So that mileage rate is from when you get engaged until you drop off. So it includes the running mileage. So if the job is 8 miles and it's 2 miles away, combined it's 10 miles, at 45p a mile, you get £4.50 of expenses set against that job. But that's all spread over over a week. So they've got your engaged time total, they've got your fare time total, they've got your expenses total according to HMRC, and then they'll subtract your expenses from the total fares. And that gives you an hourly rate then by dividing by your hours. If your hourly rate is less than £10.42, they'll top it up. according to how many hours you've done. So you'll always earn at least £10.42 an hour. Of course, nobody wants to work for that sort of money, and this is why you have to cherry pick. But at least you know that there's always going to be that bottom rung that you won't drop below. You'll also always make national minimum wage. So that's it for today. That's a very quick and simplified look at how the national, or the minimum income guarantee works with Uber. I think worker status is going to become much more prevalent in the private hire industry and rideshare industry. Uber has lost their case and they have to have their drivers on as workers. There's court cases going against Addison Lee, court cases going against Bolt, and cases against other taxi and private hire operators. It's only going to be a matter of time before worker status becomes the norm. And so you need to really understand how you guarantee that least minimum wage when you go out and you work. So that's it for today's video. Hope you like it. Any questions, drop them in the comments. Don't ask for friend requests. I don't respond to that. If you've got anything to say it in the comments. And if I get the time, I'll reply in there. So that's it for today, and thanks for watching.